Hey everyone, let's stick with us versus herd. If it's your first time here and like the content, hit subscribe. If you want to get notifications from when we post videos, tap the bell. And if you want to join the UVH fam, our community, links are below in the description to our Discord and our options trading group on Facebook, along with the link to our live stream channel. Now, today I was up $418 realized profit. If you made money, comment below. Got paid. If you lost money, comment below. Learned a lesson. And do me a big favor, hit the like button for the YouTube algo. Today, was kind of one of those days where you sit back, you kind of look at what the price action is telling you. But the biggest concern, I'll go over a couple of my trades here in just a second. And I'll look at where we're going, where I think we're going in the future here in terms of SPY and the Qs and some other stocks. But the biggest driver today for me to really sit back and relax was the potentially, let me minimize this a little bit, potentially armed protests tomorrow, next week in 50 of the states, including Washington, D.C. So, we don't know what this means, but as a trader, I have to scale back my risk. I have to make the best decision for my portfolio. Yes, I can't control what the market does. I can't control what events happen in the world, but I can control what I do with my portfolio and what I expose myself to. So maybe this is nothing. Maybe there's not going to be protests. Maybe there are protests and they don't impact the market. But because I don't know what's going to happen, I'm scaling back my risk and I'm saying, okay, let's put the brakes on this. I mean, we had a great run last week. Today, there was some continuation in some of the stocks that I was trading in. But there's a lot of uncertainty. And if this thing spirals out of control, I'm thinking that the market's probably going to take a hit. Now, if not, I'll have cash ready to deploy. If it does, I'll be able to take advantage of the move. So I'm just kind of staying liquid, sitting back. The only position I have going into, tomorrow, the only swing trading position I have is snow, which is kind of unlike me. I usually have 5 to 10 positions all at one time, kind of managing some swing positions along with some day trades. But I didn't do any day trades today. I didn't put on any swing trades. All I did was take some profits off the table, and I'm ready to kind of see what happens with the events. Also, with the House, they're starting the impeachment process against Trump. I think we know what the end result is, but I don't know if this is going to anger people. I don't know what's going to happen in terms of protests across the nation. I just don't know. So when I don't know, I take my risk off. I don't try to deploy and say, well, maybe we should try this. Maybe we should. No. What I do is just relax, take it easy. Sure, maybe I won't make as much money as I normally do this week. Maybe I won't make any money this week. I made $400 in realized gains. That's fine. That's fine. We can always do better later when things are more certain. So if you're on the fence and you're like, I don't know really what to do, for me, I just relax. Take it easy. See what the market does. See what the price. Maybe the market's not going to care. Maybe the market's going to care deeply. I don't know. So right now, I'm just playing it very, very safe. So today I did take profits on Doordash. Now, we had quite a run on Doordash. It closed up at 167 on Doordash. I had the 150, 145 credit puts, but I had a couple of these. That's why I got a $243 profit, as you can see here under the chains here. So Doordash, this profit right here, 243. So on January 6th, I got a 310 credit, bought them back today for $1.89. So I had 2 of them. So that's, we're kind of rolling nice on Doordash in the last 30 days. In the last 30 days, I made $394 on Doordash. So just kind of going slow and low. When it was pinned at 140, I got in on Doordash. Now I think it's still, the reason why I took it off, it met my goal of where I wanted to go. I wanted to tag the 165 range. Like I said this morning on the live stream, I wanted to tag like the 165, 160 range, and we exceeded that. Almost popped up to 170 today. So I sold the pop. We'll see what happens here. Maybe we'll get another dip. Maybe we'll come back down to the 155 range. We'll kind of see what happens. DKNG, I also took profits on. Now DKNG, I had the 50 call for February. So all these are in February expiration. So this one I bought I'm a little bit underwater in the last 30 days, DKNG, but this kind of helps out a little bit. I'm up $105 on this. I had the 50 call. Now, the reason why I sold it off is because we're coming up on DKNG. We're coming up on some resistance up in here. Can it crack 55? I mean, I've been holding this for a little bit, and it was bleeding me out a little bit. I mean, at most, I was down like 150, 180. Came back to be a $100 winner. And as I'm reducing risk, I'm like, okay, let's just take it off. We're coming up on resistance here. I just didn't want to fight it. You know, I don't want to hold, especially when I know the things that are happening are going to unravel over the next few weeks. Sure, I'm 39 days away, but is that enough if this thing lasts 2 weeks to a month? Probably not. So I don't want to just be sitting here and actually having to bag hold. So I'm up money, just take it off the table, and we're coming up on resistance here. Now, I do think it could bust through resistance, but with the way the market is going with the events, you know, maybe, I don't know. So that's why I took it off. MVIS, I made a little bit of money here. So MVIS, I was short 2 of the naked puts. I've been holding since December 22nd. It is now January, I don't even know, what was today? January 11th. So, I mean, not that long, but these expired this week. I needed to figure out something to do with them. I was up. I mean, let theta take its way with them. I mean, these were the 6 puts. I mean, I bought them for, I got a 95-cent credit, bought them back for 60 cents. Sure, could have made more, but yeah, I didn't want to have the mess of being assigned the stock and then having to sell the stock. I mean, yes, I get the credit, but honestly, I don't really want to be a shareholder right now in MVIS. I mean, this thing has definitely been struggling. The reason why I sold a premium in there, I mean, it worked out, I made money, is because the premium was so thick on this. I've just been riding this. When premium was really high, I sold those puts, and even though it went towards me, I still made money because you can see implied volatility came way down and got crushed. So that's where I made the money. I even sold it. I sold premium on there when it was like $9. It was like up here like $8.50, $9. You know, on December 22nd. When was it? Right? Yeah, this candle here, this big candle. I sold those puts on there. So I've been holding the last 3 weeks, just kind of chilling and letting theta and implied volatility do its work, and it worked out. Made $70 on a, you know, max profit was $190, made 70. Not bad, not a bad deal. Now, snow is the only position I currently have, and you know, it's kind of in a tough spot, I would say. I mean, this thing cracked up to on Friday up to 325, 326. Close at 300. Today it closed at 293. It's just not catching any breaks. Now, I do think we could potentially bounce here. Snow could potentially bounce here, but I have a few credit put spreads. It did test 310 here, so I'm in. The thing is, I gotta be careful about this. I do have a position that I'm managing for this week expiration. It's small, only 1 credit put spread at 310, 305. So we'll see. If not, I'm also selling in February the 290, 285 credit put spread as well. So kind of see what happens there with snow. But that snow is the only position that's currently open in my account right now as we kind of wait to see what happens. I mean, SPY today, I mean, stocks did relatively well. Right out the gate, I mean, there was a gap down on SPY, pushed all the way up to 380, and then we just had the afternoon sell-off when things got a little bit more serious. Same with the Qs. Qs, you know, everything looked like it was recovering. We went from 314 up to 317, and then we just kept getting hammered. So I was like, at this point in time, with all the news and everything that was going on bad in the country, I was just like, let's just take it easy. I mean, stocks like Apple never came back up. Amazon down 70. Tesla was down pretty big too. Now, when I'm looking at these things, I mean, it's not like it's down bad. Like people are like, oh, Tesla's like in really big trouble. I mean, look at it. I mean, this thing could literally drop, you know, 100, 200 more points and still be bullish. I mean, the chart is undeniable on the 1-year chart. So, you know, just relax. Even though you have some pullback, I mean, what do you expect? Stock went from 650 to 880 in a few days. I mean, just relax. NIO. Now, NIO, interesting. NIO and NVIDIA announced a deal for their EV vehicles. Now, NIO touched 66, almost 67 today. You know, I sold the pop last Friday, before it got under 60. Now, it's kind of giving some back. I'm hoping, I don't know if it's going to happen. If we can come back down to 55, 58 area. I would like to get some more, but I don't know if NIO is going to allow me to do that right now. I want to get a little bit of pullback. Right now, they do have some news out on NIO after hours. Obviously, they're going to have the 1.3 billion convertible notes. Also, Citi did downgrade them, so we'll see what happens. I mean, if we can get, I just think I want a nice pullback on NIO. Another stock that I trade a lot is Penn, and I didn't today because it just went parabolic, and I just didn't really want to get involved. I thought maybe at any time it could pull back, but it never really did. I mean, it touched 102, came back, pulled back to 100, but we're sitting here at all-time high. So I'm watching Penn right now, but right now, I just want to use extreme caution. I'm trading very, very small up into these events. Just take it easy. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are, what you're doing to kind of manage risk. Are you going all in? Are you pulling back like I am? Let me know. Let me know what you're trading. If you watch this video to the end, comment, watch to the end. And as always, stay safe, stay green. It's us versus herd.